tedious daily cooking routine for this food vendor, Madam Angela Karim, is time-consuming, she agrees. She's also very much aware of the inherent dangers in adopting this traditional method of cooking, but still she carries on.
Our mother taught us to cook by firewood, but this time around we're supposed to use gas. Due to the situation in Nigeria as of now, that is why I'm using firewood.
Millions of other women like her in the poorest parts of developing countries, especially Nigeria, are in the same condition. They either don't know any other means of cooking their meals and heating their homes, or are too poor to afford an alternative. As such a global challenge that the United Nations is allocating huge resources to campaign against these trends. According to the United Nations Environment Programme and the World Health Organization, the noxious and hazardous products of combustion, otherwise known as smoke from firewood and kerosene stoves in poorly ventilated homes, are a major source of health problems. These challenges include acute respiratory and lungs diseases, burns, eye diseases, low birth weight, and increased infant mortality.
If I use some, it pain for my face. I don't like them.
Indeed, a 2014 report from the global body posts the number of deaths from the impact of toxic smoke from cooking with traditional method at an alarming rate of 4 million every year. Even the adoption of kerosene stove as an alternative has made little or no difference.
As you can see, the smoke is too much for me. I'm just managing because I'm not that buoyant to buy gas.
Apart from the health challenges, the economic and environmental effects of traditional cooking method are enormous. In Nigeria, firewood and kerosene remain the major source of domestic energy despite deliberate interventions by different administrations to address the trend. The implication is that all the challenges that are associated with this form of energy are added to the socio-political problems already facing the country. Of the estimated 170 million population of the country, a little less than 1 million cooking gas cylinders are in circulation. Only about 20% of the population have adopted the use of LPG, also known as cooking gas, for their domestic uses. The country's 1.1 kilograms per capita consumption, which is about 250,000 metric tons, compares poorly with Ghana's 3 kilograms, Cameroon's 1.9 kilograms, South Africa's 5.5 kilograms, and Morocco's 44 kilograms. In the words of the executive vice chairman of the company, Techno Oil Limited, Mrs. Nkechi Obi, the major factors responsible for the low embrace of cooking gas in Nigeria include, among others, lack of proper public awareness on safety, limited refilling plans, distributing outlets, and the high cost of cooking gas LPG cylinders. All these put together have made it difficult to achieve the federal government's short-term aspiration of per capita consumption of 3.5 kilograms, which translates to about 600,000 metric tons yearly.
If we are serious in this country, to bridge this gap, supply of LPG must match kerosene. Sometimes consumers have to travel 100 kilometers to access a filling plant. Our desire is for government to provide incentives for investors in Nigeria here to build refilling plants and terminals, and for DPR to incorporate skilled LPG plants in all mega filling stations so that accessibility will be met. We have to learn from the Indonesian model that has achieved good results. LPG adoption in Indonesia today is 75%. Government should do a one-off subsidy intervention by subsidizing cylinders. This way, many households will be able to afford it.
Dissatisfied with this huge gap in LPG consumption in Nigeria, an indigenous oil and gas company, Techno Oil Limited, has decided to invest massively to address some of the major challenges in the sector. A sprawling multi-million naira LPG cylinder manufacturing plant in Lekki, Lagos, southwest Nigeria, is equipped to produce 5 million cylinders annually on completion.
In Techno Oil, our passion for cleaner environment, safety of our women folk, has enabled us to incorporate LPG adoption as part of our corporate social responsibility. Techno Oil, as part of its determination to promote a clean environment, was working round the clock to encourage the use of LPG. In the last 5 years, Techno Oil has distributed over 50,000 gas stoves at subsidized prices through market women across the country. We have also donated our cylinders to some indigent households. This year, Techno Oil has embarked on the construction of an LPG manufacturing plant in Lagos to produce 5 million cylinders annually, and the plant will be completed in November this year. When completed, this plant will deepen LPG consumption in Nigeria, I must tell you. We make cylinders more affordable, we create jobs, we reduce the depletion of our foreign reserves. In fact, the huge capital expended annually on the importation of cylinders is a monumental loss to this country.
It's the desire of Techno Oil Limited to manufacture best quality cooking gas cylinders and make them available to Nigerians at affordable cost.
We have the problem in Nigeria, the problem of the acceptability of LPG, the accessibility. Availability is actually a problem, and then the affordability too. There is actually the need for government to use its National Orientation Agency to propagate the campaign to switch from kerosene to cooking gas. The hazard on this use of kerosene and whatever is actually on our women. The smoke is enormous. We need to save our women. And that's part of why Techno has taken as a challenge to be able to advocate so that we, the private sector, can do its own, and then the government should be able to reciprocate that gesture.
The ultimate aim is to empower Nigerians like Madam Angela Karim with the safest domestic energy to be like Madam Adetoru Olayode, whose testimony confirms the advantages of the use of LPG, otherwise known as cooking gas.
In the past, I have used firewood, I have used stove with kerosene, but now I'm using gas. And it saved my time, no charcoal in my kitchen, everywhere is neat. And if I want to make food, very easy for me. If I want to use stove, then I wake up 6. When I'm using gas now, I wake up 7.
The foregoing encapsulates the company's Going Green initiative and advocacy for the use of cooking gas, which is expected to contribute greatly to Nigeria's quest of attaining consumption of over 1 million metric tons of cooking gas annually.
For close to 2 decades, Techno Oil has been at the forefront of powering communities, marketing fuels, lubricants, liquefied petroleum gas, popularly known as LPG, using more than 30 retail outlets in Nigeria. We also go beyond our business services with initiatives that cuts across education, empowerment, and advocacy. One of such initiatives is our Going Green advocacy. Our passion for cleaner environment and safety of our women folk enabled us to adopt LPG as part of our corporate social responsibility. Our drive is to deepen LPG and encourage more Nigerians to embrace the use of LPG, which is a cleaner, safer, and affordable energy source.
The massive investment in the cylinder plant is to strengthen the Going Green initiative towards a safer, cheaper, and cleaner cooking method, which in turn will boost healthy living among Nigerians and, by extension, improve the life expectancy of the average Nigerian.
We believe that a day will come whereby the wood will be the past and LPG will be the future.
Nigeria must be free from the negative consequences of firewood and kerosene.